Echo.
It's October 1st, 2024, and I'm with Mr. John J. Jeckovich, World War II veteran from, let me tell you, he's been shot up, beat up. He's got the Purple Heart and 2 Bronze Stars. Mr. John J. Jeckovich was from Company H, 2nd Battalion, 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich lives his life by the motto, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. Yep, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift, right, Mr. Jeckovich? Today is a gift. October is a beautiful month. We have 16 days left.
Can you show them this?
No, this side. You can show them this side. Just hand it to them
Okay.
without getting in a picture.
Look at that.
What's that?
Remember those 30 caliber Army cannons?
Yeah, that's an ammo bearer. Ammo, yeah.
Is that what yours look like?
Yeah.
30
yeah.
caliber. We got about 10 of those, and then we could load it up, and we can practice your guns again. It's a wonderful thing. You got the trigger for it. When's the last time you shot a 30 caliber?
Can't open it.
That's all right. That just looks like your ammo cans, correct, Mr. Jeckovich?
Yeah. No, the ammo can look a little bigger than that.
There's bigger ones too. Yeah,
I
this is
think
the small
they're big,
version.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They are bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll bring the bigger ones.
These are smaller. We'll
bring the
these
bigger
are
ones
smaller,
next time. But getting back to October is a beautiful month. In 16 days, on October 17th, Mr. Jeckovich will turn 99. He's knocking on the door of 100, but on October 17th, 2024, Mr. Jeckovich will be turning 29. And is it still running?
99. Yeah.
Yeah, 29, holy shit, 29. What's it love to be turning 29? Mr. Jeckovich, holy shit, he just lost 70 years.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeckovich will be turning 99 on October 17th. He was born in 1925. Mr. Jeckovich will be celebrating his 71st anniversary, he'll be celebrating his 78th anniversary of his 21st birthday. Mr. Jeckovich on October 17th will celebrating his 78th anniversary of his 21st birthday. Boy, I'm mistaking you for 29, but you know something? I would never guess you to be almost 100.
Yeah.
You look in great shape.
Huh.
And you had a beautiful day today. You had a lot of visitors come by, and your beautiful old friends of 40 years came by to see you, Nancy and all others. So you had a damn good day, and you have your brand new clothes on, you got your new hats, you got your new shoes.
Yeah, I got new shoes, yeah.
You're in a 5-star place, so how much better could it get? So anyone out there want to shout, text Mr. Jeckovich a 99th happy birthday on October 17th, you can text us that, and any questions to area code 407-366-0000. Text Mr. Jeckovich great birthday wishes to this World War II Combat Vet at 407-366-0000. Or as we say in beautiful Defusky Island, South Carolina, we say it this way. We're a little bit different because we're odd. In Defusky Island, South Carolina, we say, text Mr. Jeckovich at 407-366-0000. 407-366-0000. So there it is, the big 99, right around the corner. But October is such a beautiful month. Don't you love October?
Oh, yeah, October, yeah.
It's just a beautiful month. It truly is. It truly is a beautiful month. So how are you feeling today, Mr. Jeckovich?
Very good, tip-top, tip-top.
You had a lot of damn visitors today, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
You were busy as a one-armed paper hanger today. You had people coming and going and people coming and going.
I had that black doctor here, too.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy.
Very nice fella, very nice fella. Very nice fella, top of the line. And you had your old friend Nancy.
Oh, Nancy was
And a couple
over, yeah.
of your other buddies came in. So yeah, you're doing pretty good. How was your dinner?
Dinner was good.
You had
Dinner was
everything.
good, yeah.
You got birthday balloons early. You got, flowered early. But still, why not? 99, you can do what the hell you want. You can do what the hell you want. So, before I start reading, do you want to give me your dog tag number?
420-965.
Beautiful. Right on the money. Right on the money, Mr. Jeckovich. We're on in reading Mr. Jeckovich's book, Their Mother's Sons. Their Mother's Sons. It was written by Mr. John J. Jeckovich over 25 years ago, and it basically goes from him being 11 years old to his retirement age, and covering courting Delphine, World War II, Battle of Bulge, his laundromat, his plow business, and his employment of 35 years at Kimberly-Clark.
Yeah.
Did I miss something? You want to add something?
No, that's good, that's good.
All right. So here I go. Yesterday we got a little long-winded and we didn't get really much into chapter 19. We're on page 555. So Mr. Jeckovich, by the way, his license is still current. He's a safe driver. 2 more years left on his license. So there you go. You want to see a person driving at 100 or 101? Look at the camera. Look at your TV. There he is.
Yeah.
This guy could drive. This guy could drive. Especially when I think it's in his future, he'll be looking at a 2025 Dodge 1500 electric truck with the hand controls on the steering wheel because his feet aren't working too well due to World War II. He jumped out of it was paratrooping, hit the ground hard with his one knee, and then he got frostbite, and what else did you get? Trench foot.
Trench foot, yeah.
So those aren't working the greatest, so by doing the hand controls, Mr. Jeckovich will be scooting all around Florida and Georgia. So keep an eye on a white crew cab 2025 Dodge 1500 with a big long black stripe on each side. And he's got his Purple Heart license plates. Your Purple Heart license plates.
Yeah.
Hey, it's interesting. Did you get pulled over by the police one time and you were driving with your Purple Heart license plates? What did they tell you?
They tell them that it's, the cops?
Yeah, when you got pulled over coming back from the mall.
Cops say, hey, forget it, buddy, go ahead, take off. Well, see, now that plate is gone now. They don't put that plate on anymore.
It'll be going on your new truck. I got that.
Yeah.
I guess it's going on your new truck. But then he just seen you and Mom.
Yeah.
He says, just go.
Yeah, I had on the no parking zone, and he said, hey, get out of here. Never mind, take off.
You have a lot of great stories, Mr. Jeckovich. So, I didn't read much of this courting of Delphine. Do you want me to start reading now? Because we've always got talking. I never got into the pages. You want me to read for at least 10 minutes and see where we stand?
Okay.
Okay. Courting Delphine, chapter 19, page 555. Well, we just got 3 texts since we started this. Happy birthday, Mr. Jeckovich. Happy birthday, sir. Mr. Jeckovich, we hope we make it halfway to your age. Holy God. Speaking of that, if you're 40 years old today, you have a 10% chance of making it to 100. So you're looking at a real jewel right here, a real jewel. Okay, let's get to reading. I'm going to let these texts just go by themselves. We'll read them later on in the week. Quoting Delphine, finally I heard a rustling of the phone on the other end, then a faint oh hi, and I could once again discern the uncertainty and hesitation in her voice. So you finally you worked up to it where you called Delphine for the first time, and you met her at the Delwood Ballroom. As I walked out of the station to the car, I was a little anxious. Where were you calling her from? The train station?
Yeah, the depot, down on Fall Street.
Where?
On Depot.
And did you have to have like a big wad of quarters in your pocket?
Yeah.
Because every time you turned around, it was a couple bucks.
Drop a quarter,
And then you had to listen to the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when telephone long distance was expensive. Now it's nothing. Okay. Here you go. I thought about our conversation, and it bothered me that I could not quite understand Delphine's demeanor or precisely to determine her attitude. It was as if she really did not want to bother with me, this is what she thought at first, as she was indecisive. It appeared that she was indifferent and did not care one way or the other if she seen you. Perhaps Thursday meeting would allay my apprehensions, and I would realize that I was making too much of a figment of my imagination. Yeah, that's probably what it was. A figment of your imagination, as hell as it turned out. You were married for 69 long years, so you were wrong. You're a figment of your imagination. I still felt strong and compelling attraction toward her. That itself gave me great impetus and propulsion to see her again. She was physically attractive and well-coiffed hair and delicate, angelic facial features gracefully augmented by well-proportioned figure. Her slender legs were especially enticing, as she always wore high-heeled pumps, which accented her slender ankles. Granted, her physical appearance was alluring and sensuous, but there was something more compelling and tantalizing about her. This was my conundrum that occupied so many thoughts regarding her. I felt slightly guilty in telling Mother a white lie regarding my movements Thursday night. But I thought it more important, rather than go into a lengthy digression regarding an event that would be over before it got started. For honestly, prior to our meeting Thursday, I almost accepted the fact that it would be the last time I saw Delphine. Not because of anything I felt or desired, but just her attitude. The telephone conversation also reinforced my misgivings in a way I wished I had not made it, for I believed it would be the only lead to more disappointment and anguish. So you initially thought from that phone call that it wasn't going to go too good. From your phone call at the train depot to Delphine, it didn't sound like it's going to take off. Driving to meet Delphine on Thursday, I thought over what I expect. Certainly, she would not, for some reason, not see me again, but instead would be honest and forthcoming. This much I understood and knew about her. I promised myself I would not get too upset over her disclosure and hoped I'd steel myself sufficiently to overcome my failed expectations. I also mulled over my next opinion, and prospects did not look promising or even feasible. I was becoming despondent and disheartened already. As I was early, I thought it best that I wait for Delphine outside the store entrance. What was the store?
Grants, WT Grants.
WT Grants was one of the largest department store chains in the United States and Canada, and they bit the dust in bankruptcy. Not a damn thing left. We lost Kmart, which had 2,400 stores. Now they're down to one. Sears and Roebuck is gone. One after another after another. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. Okay, here we go. After a while, as I was early, I thought it was best to wait for Delphine outside of the store's rear entrance and suggest rather getting inside and strutting around the store, acting the macho and bragging boyfriend. I knew it would not only embarrass her, and it was certainly not my style. So instead of going into Grants to meet Delphine, you waited outside.
Yeah, I'm waiting outside.
That's the right thing to do. Why should you go in the store? Right thing to do. After a while, after 6:30, I saw as she left the store. She spotted me immediately and appeared she was pleased to see me, for she smiled as soon as she saw me. I was pleased to see her, and it looked as if I had taken some effort to look her best for our meetings. That also pleased me, and I felt a tinge of excitement as she approached me. She was wearing a dark skirt slightly below the knees, and a white, almost transparent blouse that highlighted her well-proportioned figure. Minutes.
14.
As she walked up, I could hear her clicking of her heels, which automatically drew my eyes to her well-formed legs and ankles. As I greeted her, I could see that she was a little flustered and excited at our first meeting. This bolstered my ego and particularly erased the expectation I'd come with. Besides, I was a bit nervous myself, and my confidence returned. I concentrated on attempting to make her feel more relaxed and able to be herself. I suggested a little Italian restaurant I had noted when I was looking for a parking place earlier. As we drove there, I tried to ease her into a general conversation. She soon relaxed somewhat, and we talked about the ballroom. That's Delwood Ballroom.
Yeah,
right?
Delaware, yeah.
That's where you met Delphine, right?
Yeah.
She soon relaxed somewhat, and we talked a little bit about the ballroom and where we had met, and a little of her friends, Rosalie and Agnes. How was Rosalie and Agnes? What could you tell us about them?
They were three of a kind. They all worked their grants together.
And they all went out together.
Agnes was the older one.
But they all went out.
Rosalie was the middle, and I was on the bottom. Rosalie was a little sickly all the time.
Oh, okay. But that was your two best friends. They went out together.
Yeah.
Okay. She mentioned work only slightly as a passing remark, and soon went on to other topics, including her younger sister, and to how she was always cajoling her about something. I had sympathized with her and explained that I had a younger sister, and we had the same problem. We reached the restaurant, the Red Devil, and we were escorted to a table along a far wall away from the entrance. The restaurant was not too crowded, and I was thankful for that, since I did not want to hassle of a large crowd. Besides, it was too early for an evening dinner crowd, which our waiter remarked as he poured us some red wine. The restaurant was a pleasant, cozy place, and red checkered tablecloth, all on the square tables, topped with a lighted candle stuffed into a wine bottle in the center. The lighting was subdued, almost dimly lighted, except for the candles dripping their hot wax down the sides of the wine bottles. There was a soft melody music from the central PA system, playing mostly music of the 1940s. With that, the music of the 1940s.
Glenn Miller,
yeah. Sprinkled now and then with a native Italian number directly from Italy, so we were told. Our waiter was attired in a native Italian costume, as were all waiters and waitresses. As we took our order, I could see Delphine was uneasy during this ritual, as I was. We still got over it though, as we sipped our delicious red wine and began discussing things we had in common. We both dislike sports. Do you still dislike sports?
No.
Did you ever go to do you watch football on TV?
No.
Okay. You watch baseball on TV?
No.
You never got into it?
No.
That's great. That's fine. Except for the ones actually participated in. Ice skating for me and roller skating for Delphine. Were you a good ice skater?
I was a good ice skater, yeah.
Was Delphine a good roller skater?
Oh, yeah.
She's a good roller skater. We both like to take long walks, especially during the woods during the autumn time. We also like the little winter more than the hot, humid summer, and we both dislike golf and tennis. Delphine did not read much, except for the local newspaper on Sunday, and she liked some of their afternoon soaps on television, and so did your mother, right?
Yeah,
Your mother loved those soap operas, right?
yeah.
On television, yeah. We soon, let's see. Delphine did not read much, but accept the local newspaper on Sunday, and liked some of the afternoon soaps on television. I remarked that I did not care for the soaps much, and really did not see much that was noteworthy on television. She was not taken aback by the statement, but accepted it in good naturally.
9 minutes.
We both commented on the spiciness of the spaghetti dinner, but on the whole it was delicious, and I commented that I would come here again. She agreed. So eventually, Delphine was, one of her best dishes she made was spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
That was very tasteful, yeah. We did not care for any dessert and chatted a while longer and then departed. As we walked to the car, I asked her if she'd like to go to the movie. She agreed graciously and said that she has not been to the movie in a while. Do you remember what movie you seen?
Oh, Clark Gable and WWII.
No kidding, what a hell of a memory you got. What a hell of a memory you got. We drove to the Shays Buffalo on Main Street and got in just in time. As I could see there, I could not help noticing her crossed legs and her silk stockings shimmering in the dimly lit theater. She would turn to me and smile, and then return watching the movie. As we sat there, I began to form a different mental picture of Delphine, far afield from the one I had previously. Where once I thought was aloofness and apathy, I now replaced a natural shyness and awareness of others' feelings. So, it wasn't aloofness, it was basically shyness.
Yeah, shyness, yeah.
Not aloof. So, that's a hell of a great feature right there. Okay, so let's see where we go from here. Let's see. Suddenly, she turned to me and asked if she was aware that I was making mental notes on her behalf. Then she smiled and quickly turned away. I reached over, took my hand in mine, and she held her face towards me. She smiled once again and squeezed my hand so ever gently. So you remember that movie and your first date with Delphine,
Yeah.
your wife of 69 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a great memory you got there, Mr. Jeckovich. Delphine brought up her brother and sister once again, and she talked about them in glowing terms. Certainly not like I would display about mine, talking about my brothers. She mentioned her brother was going into the service, the Navy,
Yeah.
and she was a little concerned about him, since in her words, he was such a baby of the household, which is understandable. That was her brother Bob, right?
Yeah.
Robert Stulak.
Robert Stewart, yeah.
I listened to her, envious of her relationship with her family, but said nothing regarding my own family, although I feel at ease and comfortable if I were to talk about them. I thought it strange that I should feel this way, as I usually felt ill at ease about these matters. Delphine quickly changed the subject to Rosalie and Agnes, and how they've been good friends since they all started at the department store together. She mentioned Agnes was older than Rosalie,
5.
and and how they've been good friends since the store started. She mentioned that Agnes was older than Rosalie, but they hardly ever noticed the age difference. They would go to the movies, roller skating, and dances once or twice a week. And the rest of the time she was home doing what young women her age usually do. Washing her hair, washing and ironing her clothes, and generally getting ready for the next day's work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You gotta get everything ready. We drove around the town and even got out to the outskirts before we realized where we were. It was getting late and it was almost 11:30 and we were headed for her home. Arriving there a little after midnight, I made a U-turn at the end of the street, pulled up in front of her house, and turned off the lights and engine. We talked some more and I could see that she was concerned about leaving as it was getting late. I asked her if I might call her in several days, and she seemed pleased at the prospect. She thanked me for a pleasant evening and hesitated a moment. At that instant, I did not know if I should kiss her before she left, but decided against it.
That's when she took her earrings off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get to that part yet. I'll wait
That's
till
all
you
right,
get there.
all right.
I walked around to her side of the car, opened the door, and escorted her to the side door. Thank you for an enjoyable evening. I stepped back as she reached for the door, and once again I called her in several days. She turned and smiled and entered the house. Driving home, I felt relieved and elated at my somber suspicions that evening did not materialize. I really and truly believe Delphine liked my company as I did hers, as we got better acquainted. I could not understand why we went through this extraneous ritual of testing each other's motives and being constantly on the guard for any sign of where we're actually thinking. This never happened to me before, and I often wondered why it was so pronounced with us. Maybe it was all my imagination. It was probably I more than Delphine who was scrutinizing every word and behavior of hers, and that in turn made her uneasy and apprehensive. Perhaps this was an eventful meeting after all, but I did not want to conjecture its consequences, having been disillusioned many times before. Even so, I felt the evening was productive and enlightening for me as well as Delphine. We got to know one another much better, and there was not the tremendous uncertainty on her part, which I was beginning to see as only reservedness and guarded commitment. Guarded commitment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All my elation and well-being were shattered when I arrived home. Okay, now you're arriving home. Now your mother's...
And that gives me a blast, yeah.
Oh my God, here we go. You just had a nice date with Delphine, your future wife. Here we go. All my elation and well-being were shattered. When I arrived home, Mother gave me a blast, stating that it was after 1 a.m. She had to be at work at 7 a.m. How dare you stay out so late? So she was waiting up minutes.
1.5.
So tell us how she was.
Yeah.
When you got home after 1, she was really angry, huh?
Yeah, she's raving.
Wow.
And plus she said, "Oh, you woke me up."
Oh, wow. Let me read a little bit more. I noticed my brother Lookie was not even home yet,
Yeah.
as I knew she would not greet him in that fashion or even wait up for him.
No.
She just did it to you.
No.
But she greeted
He
you,
has news of him when he comes in late, yeah.
and you came in, but she was waiting up because
Yeah.
she wanted to say something, I guess, right? Wow. I said nothing but washed up, brushed my teeth, and went to bed. I did not have to be to work another day Saturday morning. Wow, that was something. You had a nice time, and your mother is just waiting for you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
In the wayside, yeah.
What?
She's in the wayside, yeah.
Seconds?
27.
Wow. She said you woke her up, but you didn't really wake her up. She was waiting up for you, right?
No, she was sleeping on the couch there watching the TV and crocheting at the same time, and then she fell asleep
Oh, okay.
at the couch.
So when you open up the door,
Yeah, on the chair, yeah.
holy cow. Holy cow.
That is something else.